Get over here!
We've done everything we can. Maybe there's a couple of skirmishes we can do, but at this point I think it would be negligible. We took on the Tower of Volney. And now, it's time to take on this chapter, which is a bit of a doozy.
Yeah.
From what I am to recall.
Very big defense chapter.
Defense chapter, Fog of War, there's a lot coming at us.
A lot of
angles.
Just a stupid amount of enemy units.
So, yeah, we did everything we could to prepare, and we've also got chests in this chapter that we want to grab, assuming we'll be able to grab them. We shall see.
Alright.
So, here goes. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Chapter 19 of Let's Play Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. I'm the Green Scorpion.
I'm the ComicFoil.
Let's do this. The Sacred Stone of Renee has been broken. Constant strife with dark creatures has made the group's progress near impossible. Princess Larshel of Roston suggests they pay a visit to Roston Court. It is here that the final Sacred Stone is sealed away. Larshel rides cheerfully towards her homeland, with the company in tow. Yeah, we didn't address that the last time. The team kind of suffered a really bad loss during the last major chapter.
Yeah, we definitely talked about it when it happened.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get to see a bit of the aftermath of what happened there.
Home at last, my dear sweet palace. Uncle, I've returned.
Oh right, Larchel's on. Oh, Larchel, it's good to see you're safe.
Of course I'm safe, Uncle. Evil can never defeat the forces of righteousness.
You want to wait, go a little bit lower. Ha! You're exactly right, my dear. Now tell me, who are our guests? I want to kind of mirror the way Larchel talks with
No, I get it.
Pontifex Mansell of Roston, allow me to introduce myself. I am Erica, Princess of Renee. I come to you today as an emissary of Frelia.
And I am Ephraim, Prince of Renee. I come with Erica to warn you of the danger our world faces.
It began when...
And exposition dump.
I see. That is a tough tale to swallow all at once. However, I have heard of the fell creatures in Darkling Woods. Larchel, you will need the Stone of Rouston if we have any hope of victory.
That is so, Uncle. I would like permission to open the temple's seal.
There's no need to rush yourself so, Larchel. You're home again. In this blessed haven, you should rest.
How can I relax until I know that our sacred stone is safe? At the least, I'd like to ensure that the temple seal is intact. Oh,
Is something amiss?
I think we'll take a night to rest after all. Everyone is so exhausted. My dear friend Erica especially has had a very trying time of late.
So it's hard to pick up there, but that's definitely her noticing how rough this has been on Erica.
I actually really like this role for Larchel, and this is one of the major reasons why, despite Larchel projecting everything I don't like about this sort of character archetype, it's very, very clear that she cares, and she is very aware of her surroundings.
She's extremely emotionally intelligent.
You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of the dancer from Octopath Traveler 2. Gosh darn it, I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
Agnia?
Agnia, thank you. She reminds me a lot of Agnia, someone who's who knows that the world is really terrible, things are bad, but she puts on a happy face in spite of all that.
Chooses to be bubbly.
I like that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the reason I like her.
Erica? Don't look so sad. It wreaks such havoc on your beauty. Larchel, what should I do? Leon was my dearest friend. I feel so helpless. There's nothing I can do to help him. Your friend is gone, Erica. All that remains is the Demon King, masquerading as Leon. For the good of all humanity, he must be defeated. If only it were that easy, though. Erica, I never knew Prince Leon. I cannot pretend to understand the sadness you must feel. However, I do know this. If the Leon you hold so dear were here with you today, what do you think he would want you to do?
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that response to this.
And she's understanding but firm.
I freaking love that. I actually like, so I follow this guy on TikTok who's like a therapist, and he analyzes dialogue in video games. Like, he's been playing God of War Ragnarok, which is a really, really good example of that. And one of the things he mentions is, don't tell someone who's going through it how to feel.
Yeah.
Instead, propose a question and let them figure it out.
Where, like, she starts with a logical, like, well, he's gone and we have to kill it, but then recognizes, like, this is really hard for Erica.
Yeah.
So.
And she's like, instead of me telling you the answer, let me pose the question to you and let you figure it out.
Yeah.
And I love that response.
I can't... There's no need to rush, Erica. Take your time and think it through. You need to find your own answer. Now then, it's about time we found ourselves something to eat. It's hard to be optimistic on an empty stomach. Yes, I'll be right there. Thank you, La Rochelle.
Guard duty? At this time of night? Such a diligent soldier.
Huh? Who goes there?
Where are you looking? I'm over here. No, here. I'm over here. What's wrong? I'm right here. Is the darkness too deep for you to penetrate? Can't you see what the night is hiding?
Attack!
Humans will never conquer darkness. This guardian of light, Rouston, will drown in a never-ending night. Come, my pretties, it's time to go. The day of Rouston's destruction has at long last arrived. Yeah, isn't Reef from Rouston?
I think so, actually.
Your Holiness, there's been an attack! I think it's Grado's men fleeing from Frillia's forces. However, they've breached the palace defenses at multiple points.
What?
The Imperial Guard is at a terrible disadvantage of numbers right now. It's less a battle than a slaughter. I'm not sure we'll be able to hold out until the Knights of Roston arrive.
How did this happen? Our sacred capital invaded? I must.
Uncle, please, you must keep yourself safe. We can take care of this. Is everyone ready to go?
Princess Erica, please. Prince Ephraim and I will handle this.
Seth, it's alright. Erica can take care of herself. Isn't that right, Erica?
Yes. I'm sorry if I troubled you. Let's go. We have to protect Pontifex Mansell.
And how good character development is that for Ephraim? Like,
Absolutely.
such growth.
It's like...
That he's the one to be like, my sister can handle this.
Yeah, like, we saw them at the beginning where he was like, oh, I need to go. I need to protect my home. I need to protect my sister.
I
I need to be the warrior.
I need to do this alone.
And now, after so far they've come, Ephraim recognizes, no, she is a true princess. She is a true warrior now. She fights with us.
Absolutely.
I love it. Alright, so yeah, this chapter is a big one. We can't see much of it right now, but, yeah, we have a lot of multiple angles to consider. We got people up here for some reason. Yeah, if I recall correctly, a lot of the main force is going to come from the south, but...
And also from the northeast.
Northeast.
That.
Okay, right here. Yeah. Oh, man, I just realized something, too. This is where the secret shop would have been, huh?
Yep.
Gosh, darn it. Screw you, man. Like...
Yeah,
screw you, Rennick.
Rennick.
Jeez. Alright, yeah, guys, we're gonna do some prep. We got a couple of items that we need to, like, move around, and we'll see you in a bit.
Yeah! The day is coming, and swiftly. The day of our triumph, our vengeance. Self-righteous fools of Rouston, where are your miracles now? March on! March, minions of the Demon King! Your time is upon you! Tonight, we claim not only Pontifex Mansell's sad life, but also Rouston's sacred stone! You cretin Mansell, I will have my revenge. You should never have excommunicated me. The Demon King will be your new master.
So there's our answer.
Yep.
So, yeah, Reeve was from Rouston, but Pontifex Mansell was basically, yeah, no, I don't like you being here, you're a bad person, get out.
Leon, you're so selfless. Your generosity seemed to flow from a bottomless well. I'm so sorry, Leon, I couldn't save you. But I know what you would have wanted. I know it as I know my own name. So watch, Leon. I will defeat the Demon King!
We know Rouston's a theocracy, though we never actually talk about who or what they worship.
Mm-hmm.
The only god we really hear about is Fomortis.
Yeah, Fomortis,
In this Fire Emblem specifically. There's gods in other Fire Emblem games.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do first is this. Yeah, we got a bunch of torch staffs that we're going to utilize to the best of our ability here.
Yeah, they're always a good thing to just throw out.
Yep, there you go. What do we got? Steel, 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 and steel. Not bad. Yeah,
yeah.
I am totally down for,
Gilliam can take all of that,
mhm.
though he can only get into range of a couple of them.
Actually, if we equip him with the heavy spear... Okay, yeah, this works.
Yeah, that'll be a good start.
Equip it with the Iron Lance. And we'll have Marissa on standby. Now,
Now, I know in the lower right area, there's going to be an enemy or two... lower right.
lower right.
Yeah, there's going to be an enemy or two around there to begin with, but then it's going to be pretty empty, except for, like, a thief at one point.
Yeah, what we want to do there is basically... So we equipped Vanessa with those chest keys and the Philly shield so that she can come in and get those and get the hell out of Dodge. If things start to get scary, one of our staff wielders can go into the supply. We have a rescue staff.
Yeah.
In case we need that.
So if we want to start sending somebody down there just to check it out and clean up, we can cast a torch first if you want.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Because I know, like... I kind of want to get a vision on these guys because there's this enemy right here.
Yeah.
Here's what we can do. I know this area is relatively safe. So... light it up.
So they cast dancing lights.
Huh. Okay, so I have Myrrh with a basic torch staff, or torch right now.
Yeah.
What I can do is bring her down here, she can light things up, and then we can go from there.
Yeah. Joshua or someone else can go down and kill whoever's there.
Yeah, where do we want to put her? Do you think right here is fine?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing yet. Yeah, because I kind of want to get Vanessa down there as soon as possible.
Well, I think Vanessa will be safe.
Maybe maybe right here?
Yeah.
Ah, maybe we should have given her a torch.
We still have Arthur's torch.
That's rot. Ooh, okay, okay. Hang on a sec. Okay, so.
So it might be better to use Arthur to bait.
No, this is perfect, actually. So, this swordsman can only reach over here, but in this square, both of those shamans, those druids can make it. We got a Luna and we got a Luna. I know for a fact Arthur can handle this.
Yeah.
So we put Arthur here. He torch stabs over here, but has a shine on standby.
Yep.
Okay, okay. Yeah, this is why we brought those torches, man. Or torch staffs, anyway. So yeah. Equip Shine or equip Divine?
I think Shine is fine.
And... ooh, he reaches far with that thing!
Yeah, he's got serious range as a bishop.
Light it up. Hey, that'll help.
What do we got here? Okay. I like resistance on him.
Iron Axe, Hand Axe. Iron Axe, Hand Axe. They're fighters. I think Vanessa can handle that just fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Nosferatu, but she has high resistance.
These guys are also going to tend to focus the Rouston troops, too, because they're so weak.
Yeah, but I don't think any of them are in range of the Rouston troops.
Yeah. Yeah, she's going to mess those guys up with Vidofnir.
Well, only one of them. Because this guy's got a hand axe. I trust Vanessa.
Okay.
But do we want to maybe bring one over there just in case?
Joshua would be good.
I think Joshua would be a good choice here. I'm not gonna put him in range of that Nosferatu, so right here is fine. In the meantime, yeah, what we can do here, bring Garrick and Inez up here, maybe play some ranged tactics against these guys up here.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I'm almost scared to, like, also wonder if anyone's gonna come up around here or something, but...
No, they shouldn't.
Oh, you know what I just realized, though? Like, he might be there, but I think, yeah, you're right
They're
about
gonna
one
go
thing.
for the
They're gonna
Rouston troops.
Ah, that sucks. Well, then in that case, let's set up so that we can have our units, like, just charge into them once they do. So I'm thinking of maybe bringing Erica and Ephraim up north to just crash onto these guys once we get down that way.
Okay.
And in that case, everyone else can, like, be on standby down here. Ugh. I don't like... Druids are scary in this game, dude.
Yeah, bring Ephraim up and around too.
And what I can do...
Nice.
So while we're going through this, quick question for you.
Yeah.
I've been like talking to a few friends about going back to games of our past, right?
Yeah.
What's a game that you've played in the past that no matter how many times you play it, you never get tired of it?
Off the top of my head, Donkey Kong Country.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, like that choice.
Love the original Donkey Kong Country trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Now, like, Donkey Kong Country has always been, like, just great, smooth platforming action at its finest. I guess in a similar vein, I could say, like... Okay, funny thing. Normally I would say the Sonic the Hedgehog trilogy. But then we got Sonic Mania. And, like, Sonic Mania is basically just all that, but better.
You almost don't have to play the original Sonic games now.
Exactly. I will say this, though. One thing that I will always go back to is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Because, like, that has a whole experience that you can't have in, like, something like Sonic Mania.
There are still some things that does better than Mania.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, he's going after Joshua.
And admittedly, I think I'm just not the biggest fan of 2D Sonic gameplay. I appreciate it a lot. I have a lot of fun with Sonic Mania in particular. And, like, I've now beaten all the classic Sonic games.
Right.
But it's not something that, like, comes to me naturally, I don't think.
Oh, my bad.
I was scared we froze for a second.
Yeah, me too. No, we're good, we're good.
That's how you guys know we're not emulating, though. I mean, technically...
Oh, wow, he dodged that!
Technically, it is an emulation.
Never mind.
It's an official emulation.
Yeah. It's actually kind of interesting because one of the reasons I asked that question is because I recently got into Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate.
Yeah. And
I will say, as much as I become a really, really big Monster Hunter fan, it's not a game I would recommend for newcomers trying to get into Monster Hunter. Because, good lord, the game is slow to start. There are so many things being thrown at you all at once. There's so much information being tossed at you. It's just a lot.
I actually don't have a good sense of, like, what order the Monster Hunter games even came in.
I mean, there's Monster Hunter, like, original for, like, I think it was the PlayStation. Then there's Monster Hunter 2, Monster Hunter 3. But then you get, like, other Monster Hunter games like Double Cross, Monster Hunter Tri, Monster Hunter Monster Hunter Tri is Monster Hunter 3.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and then you got Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which I think is, like, the big culmination of everything of old Monster Hunter. And then eventually, like, we got Monster Hunter World.
So I guess the mainline series, as this page defines it at least that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
The main series is Monster Hunter on the PS2, then Monster Hunter 2, Monster Hunter Tri, Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Wilds,
That's right.
which
okay.
is coming out in 2025.
I'm so excited for Wilds, man. Like that's gonna be a great experience.
And I guess everything else is considered spin-off, depending on who you ask.
Right.
Yeah, you ever have that, that franchise that is extremely popular, but you kind of, start hearing about it all at once, and, there's already, so much of it, you don't even, you can't even, parse out what everything is. That's how Monster Hunter kind of is for me.
And honestly, I can totally understand that. Even for someone like me, who really loves action-based games like that, and really, really likes, the challenge of, conquering the big, this monster, conquering Fatalis with my friends is, one of my favorite moments that I've ever had in any, video game. The moment we beat Fatalis together, that was, amazing. But Monster Hunter, just gives you so much you gotta keep track of. In the same way, I think I kind of feel the same way about, farming simulators. But, that's kind of like a situation where it's oh yeah, you need to keep track of it, but, it becomes less, keeping track of it to help the end goal of beating the great big thing, or, accomplishing this big mission.
Yeah.
No, the grind, the management is the end goal.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess one of the reasons farming simulators Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon was a big one.
Yeah.
That just never really got to me is the fact that yeah, I'm having fun keeping track of all this and doing the thing so I can do more things. But I guess I kind of wanted a more end goal to it. Nice crit, Derek.
Yeah.
There was that one Harvest Moon game that actually had a tangible story. And there was an actual end goal. I don't remember what it was, but it's it ends with you dying.
That would be Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life.
That's it. Thank you. Yeah, no, I remember that one, and I was huh, this is actually a really nice one.
You kind of have to decide what your end goal is, if you even have one. And I will say, Stardew Valley has the same way that Animal Crossing has pay off your house, or or in New Horizons, it has the, establish the island, get KK Slider to do a show here and establish the island as a full town. Stardew Valley has, the community center. That for most people, is, the central storyline. And everything after that is post-game.
I think that's part of the reason, I did get into, Stardew Valley quite a bit, is because it did have that specific, aspect about it that I could just be oh, yeah, I really enjoyed this because this was the end of, the game, and it was the goal of, fixing the community center, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah. That's part of why I think I didn't get back into League of Legends. The reason why I stopped League of Legends was actually just because of a hardware issue that at the time my laptop wasn't, or no, my home internet wasn't good enough. That I couldn't enjoy it, so I put it down for a while and I just never picked it back up, even though now I definitely have the capabilities to. It's hard for me to, get into multiplayer games like that, where I'm well, how long am I going to play this for? When will I have, played it enough?
I've actually admittedly started, leaning away from League of Legends myself. I'll pick it up every now and again still, because I still do enjoy the game, but definitely not nearly as much as I used to.
I tend to be very goal-oriented. Rune Sword! I think we should do it just to clear this.
Yeah, I want to clear this area as much as possible. I am going to thank the I am going to thank the Roston Knight for damaging that guy just enough so that Erica can do that. Cool. Yeah, we have Erica with a rune sword, people.
Yeah, the only ranged sword option in this game.
Let me see if Ephraim can deal with this guy. I'm willing to go with Siegemund just for the one-hit kill.
Yeah. It's worth it in,
Yeah, against the druids, yes.
We only have 3 depending how you count it, 4 chapters left.
Yeah.
So while I don't want to go too crazy with the sacred weapons,
Like, we also don't... We're also, like, in a position of, like, hey, we have this thing. We have these weapons. Use them.
yeah, we don't want to do the, like, Resident Evil 4 sitting on 3 rocket launchers.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how I always play Resident Evil 4. I always have 2 or 3 of them set up when I fight Sadler at the end.
Yeah,
and then
for
the
real,
first thing I
though.
do, poof, poof.
Okay, I want to see how much damage loot will take. Okay, yeah. I want loot to take out that, Brave Lancer Knight. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not going to fear for her life at against a mercenary.
But yeah, back to, like, Monster Hunter and all of its games and, like, What Even Order. It does kind of make me think of a lot of the series I like, how confusing it must be for people coming into it. Like, Breath of the Wild brought a lot of people into Legend of Zelda, and I think a lot of them don't even know that there are, like, 20 official Legend of Zelda games.
Yep.
And, like, there's no real easy way to know what order they go into. I mean, technically there's not one. The timeline is still up in the air.
Okay, I think I know how I can do this. While I'm not scared of that mercenary, I do want to play safe than sorry.
I think that's a good move, just taking care of this area.
Clear as much pieces off the board as we can.
Yeah, if we can take early control of this area.
Okay. Yeah, I know what we can do here. And then Sade can come in and finish.
Nice. Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody down there will reach unless there's paladins hiding in the dark.
Even if there were paladins hiding in the dark, I doubt they would have the movements to like get all the way up there.
I did finish Advance Wars 1 and 2, the reboot camp versions.
Oh, yeah?
I really liked them.
Actually, can you take out... I think I'd rather just have her use 1 charge for the... Ooh, wow. Okay.
Well, why don't we soften them up with, like, Joshua and Ross and them first?
Well, like, this guy can be taken out in 1 shot.
Yeah.
If we want to give her that kill. Otherwise, we can have her come over here. Because, like, in terms of these guys, like... Actually, no. I think I want, like, Joshua, Ross, and Mur to take out these 3 so that Vanessa can, like, rush these chests.
Yeah, and the sooner we take care of those, the sooner we can get Vanessa back on the board.
I agree. So let's do that. I'm never gonna get tired of that animation. She's still getting good experience out of these guys, so I'm happy for this. Level 10 Manakete already.
Yeah.
Not bad. Good level up, too.
Yeah, she gains levels very fast, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because the game kind of treats her as an unpromoted unit.
Yep. You only have the strongest of weapons. Yeah, my biggest issue is, like, this remnant has, or this druid has, you know what, actually?
Yeah, I say hit him with a Brave Axe.
Yeah, let's do that.
Good crit. No, that's the perfect time for a crit. You saved us a charge.
I don't need 2 hits to kill this guy, are you kidding me?
Impressive.
Yes, very impressive. Yeah.
Okay.
Now then, allow me to follow suit.
It is important to save your weapons.
Joshua, nice!
I like to defeat my opponents in as few hits as possible, so that my sword can stay as perfect and handsome as I am.
Joshua, that was 5 hits!
No, that was 1.
Pretty sure that was 5.
To the untrained eye, it looked like 5. But in fact, it was 1 perfect strike.
Oh my god. That's a lot of units coming up. Alright, good stuff, Garrick. Yes!
Yeah, soften that guy up.
That's what I want to see. Yeah, you do that, pal. You do that too, pal.
Honestly, go take a nap. we got this. And Reeve is somewhere in that lower area at the entrance to the fort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my biggest concern is, like, trying to figure out where the heck these guys are.
So I think we should try and kill...
Like, if we can get it... Like, honestly, like, if I can get Sade to maybe do a torch staff down there, just so we can have a good, like, vision... My biggest concern is, like, if we do that, we have to, like, make sure we secure this area.
Yeah, and then maybe we could run Myrrh or whoever over to get those other chests.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
And then, if we need to fall back later, we can fall back to the throne room.
Yeah. First priority right now, though, is, like, get Vanessa those chests and get her the hell out of Dodge afterwards. What do we got? Bolting! Ooh, that's really good!
I mean, that combined with the torch staffs, we could do some serious damage there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do we want to light this up?
Yep. I mean, the camera moved around down there, so I'm guessing a lot of...
There's Reeve!
There he is.
Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, Reeve, Bishop class with an aura spell. I am not sure how we can, like... Huh. Actually, there's not a lot of enemies down here, I'm realizing.
Unfortunately, I don't think bolting is going to do that much damage to him.
Not to Reeve.
Otherwise, I'd say we could harass him.
We could try anyway, but...
20
Oh,
resistance.
no, dude, Reeve's resistance is 20. We are not gonna hit him with that.
Plus, he'd have a weapon triangle advantage.
And 50 HP.
Yeah.
Like, 51 HP. Like, that's nothing to sneeze at. So, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that anytime soon.
I don't think Reeve even stays dead if you kill him in this chapter anyway. I think he...
Does he come back to do something later?
I'm pretty sure he's in chapter 20 or 21.
Alright, so you're pretty sure that we're not gonna get anything else from here, right?
Yes.
Alright.
He and Dusel are the last standing members of the Grado Generals, though.
Alright, yeah, what I think I want to do... What do you have? You got a silver axe and a silver lance and a silver sword.
Silver Axe, not to be confused with the Genesis Classic Golden Axe.
Good games.
My favorite thing about Golden Axe is that it has a character named Gilius Thunderhead. One of the best dwarf names ever conceived.
That is a very good name, yeah. Oh, this'll work. Nice.
What I like how in a lot of fantasy stuff, including D&D and Lord of the Rings, and that dwarves' names are always like something like that, and it's always like something they do. There's usually dwarf clans, and their clans are named after whatever the thing they do is.
Yeah, which is kind of like how we used to do things with last names back in the day.
Yeah.
Which is why we have Mason Smith, who like came from a family of Smiths. Or what are some other examples?
So my last name is Hoffman.
Yeah.
Which translated from Old German, basically is village man, and like suggests that maybe there was like some kind of like town governance thing in my background.
Huh? Did not know that.
Like they might have been. It could just mean like from a village, but it could also mean they were like the person who was in charge of the village. They were, yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, I think I know how I can do this. So we're gonna rescue you. Get you out of the way. So this guy can go up here, so I'm thinking Ephraim can take this guy out, and he can tank that other guy. And, like, despite that guy being on a horse, he's not gonna reach Ephraim.
Sounds good. If you ever hear somebody with the last name Fielder, that suggests that one of their ancestors worked the field.
Ah, okay.
Same with the last name Granger, actually. Hermione Granger. Granger is another word for a farmer or a fielder.
Ah, okay. Nice work, Ephraim.
Yeah, a lot of European names, European or English names, can break down into some sort of job.
Yeah, I do like that dwarves kind of, like, embody that a little bit, like in D&D. Like, What would some interesting ones be? Like, Sand Shaper? Or, like, Glass Blower?
Yeah. We have, in our one campaign, the one where we do the rotating DMs
Yeah.
that I do with my friends Dan and Isaac. The Dwarven clans, there's a Ronboot clan where they actually invented...
Hey, madre mia!
Okay. What do those snipers have?
Those snipers have Brave Bow.
Yeah.
Brave Bow and Silver Bow.
Yeah, how do we do against the Brave Bowman?
Not terrible.
I think it would be worth it to take the Brave Bowman out.
I don't think we can do that right now, unfortunately. Because, like, yeah, he can attack, but it's not going to finish him.
Oh, sorry, I was miscounting.
Here's what we can do. I don't want Natasha in the line of fire, but this is a lot. I think Garrick can stay here. Take this guy out.
Okay.
And he can tank at least one of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, at least now we know he can tank the Brave Bow.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Even more so with that. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do in that regard then, I think I'm gonna get Inez back up there, to assist.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want Natasha in that line of fire. So what I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Gilliam rescue her, bring him down here, and then Franz can take and drop here.
Okay.
Thankfully, the way the torch staves work is that
They keep in the area you casted them, rather than following the person with the torch.
Yep. Okay, this is perfect. You got a steel blade. You got a bow. Perfect. So what we're gonna do, trade. You're gonna take the javelin, and there we have it. Only Artur is left. But I think we're in a good spot here so far.
Did we move Vanessa this turn already?
Vanessa, yes we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she grabbed the bolting.
Oh wow, that was still the same turn. These are just big turns with 17.
Yeah, no, this is a lot
Units.
going on. For posterity's sake, what I'm gonna do is this. Heal all wounds, no matter how small.
For posterity's sake, to save Ephraim's posterior.
Where did that phrase come from, for posterity's sake?
Well, what it actually means is, like, to do something for the sake of, like, the past, where, like... Like, okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this for posterity's sake.
Got it.
So that we can look back on it later.
I guess in, like... I guess in lawyer terms, you could also consider it as covering your own ass.
Yeah.
Covering your own posterior, as it were.
Like, posterity usually is more about, like, chronicling something.
Ah, okay. Gilliam!
Love to see it.
Well done, sir!
With a javelin.
Oh yeah, that's right, we discussed this earlier! He gets bonus when he's next to Franz!
Yep. Yeah, and
That's awesome!
His bonus is critical.
Oh, yeah. Doink.
Should have taken a nap when you had the chance.
Yo, Garrick! Well done, sir! Very well done.
Dodge tank.
Mm-hmm.
A dodge tank and a regular tank.
Okay, were those Mage Knights?
Yeah, at least one of them was a Mage Knight.
Okay. That's a lot of units that are starting to come around down there, and I'm not liking it.